Video today. At the time of this video, you guys, Bitcoin has surpassed 100K. You can see this up here in the top left corner. Bitcoin hit $100,000, which if you are holding any cryptocurrency, it has to feel good, right? To see Bitcoin, which is the epitome of the epitome of crypto, right? Bitcoin, just the face of cryptocurrency. To hit $100,000 is just massive, and I think it speaks volumes to where crypto's headed. It's here to stay, and where I think we're going to see Bitcoin continue to kind of go, but our cryptocurrency in general continue to kind of go. But Aerodrome Finance is the topic of today's video. Again, been a pretty nice month overall over the last month for Aerodrome Finance, at up 70% basically. Over the last 7 days, up around 30%, and again, even a nicer day today, up around 12%. $1.83 for Aerodrome. Again, 1 year chart, very healthy 1 year chart, up around almost 2,000%, right? Aerodrome did fall to levels here back down to the 55-cent range. Back here in September, again, was up above $2 for a little bit of time back in April, May, and June of last year, or this year. Which is where we saw a ton of altcoins flying, and then here now Aerodrome starting to pick up again, really over the last 2 or 3 months or so, right? But I wanted to go over a few things. First video I ever made on Aerodrome Finance, by the way, at 53 cents. So again, please drop a like on this video if you had maybe gotten into Aerodrome from that first video, second video, whatever it may be, till now. I think there's just a ton of bullish sentiment overall for anyone holding Aerodrome over like the last year to 6 months, right? I think that's really when a lot of people got positions into Aerodrome. But the holder count for Aerodrome currently 216,752 holders. Holder count continues to just be massive as well. I think for Aerodrome, still early, I think, as far as the average investor or investors finding out about Aerodrome and seeing why. There's reasons to be bullish, but nonetheless, I'll make this video as essentially as brief as and concise as possible. Just want to go over a few housekeeping things, a few tweets. Actually, I'm going to go over a series of 5 different tweets, I believe. Just sharing different opinions, newsworthy things, bullish sentiment, catalysts, etc., and things like that in regards to Aerodrome. Kind of the same style videos I always make. Please, you guys, drop a like on this video and hit the subscribe button. I am uploading, altcoin content really every single day. But let's get into it. First off, Aerodrome, they did put out a tweet talking about this Aero Fed and how it's arrived. This is 7 hours ago, kicking off a new era of on-chain control of Aerodrome's monetary policy. Soon, VE Aero voters will be able to vote to nudge emission rates up or down in response to market dynamics, creating a durable foundation for growth, right? So again, I highly recommend, I'll put a link to this tweet in the description below. I highly recommend checking out this Medium article. Again, I don't know why I thought I had a Medium account on this browser right now, but nonetheless, I'm able to read it. I don't know. Anyways, this is going back to the emissions, right, and the rewards, essentially the awards program that Aerodrome does administer. And again, it's an awards program that to me is extremely beneficial to the voters, and something that I think a lot of people will benefit from if they are into the emissions and things like that on the Aerodrome platform itself. But again, I highly recommend reading that this tweet here. I'll put a link to the description below. Also, Wagman Alexander, again, a contributor to Aerodrome. Again, if you're holding Aerodrome, you're into base as a chain as a whole. Highly recommend following Wagman Alexander. This week, you guys, this is how bullish Aerodrome is, and just overall to conceptualize it into one tweet. This week on Aerodrome, total value locked 1.6 billion, all-time high. Volume 7.1 billion, second best ever. Fees 7.1 million, all-time high. Total rewards 8.4 million, second best ever. All while emissions hit a record low. Again, talked about it before. You could directly compare Aerodrome to Uniswap, right? Or a lot of people do compare Aerodrome to PancakeSwap, which I'm going to get to in a second. But the proof is in the numbers, in my opinion, you guys. I think when it comes to crypto, and when it comes to like catalysts and bullish catalysts for a crypto project, the proof at the end of the day is in the numbers. And right here, this tweet really puts it into perspective. But the big news again for this video, in my opinion, and big news for Aerodrome and a bullish catalyst for Aerodrome is that Binance launches futures trading for Aerodrome. Just absolutely massive. You can see here Binance futures will launch the USD margin KAIA and Aero perpetual contracts on December 4th. So again, at the time of this video, the perpetual contracts have been live or are live, and again, just another step in the right direction for Aerodrome. Like if you think about it, Binance and Coinbase, right? They directly compete, right? Anyone would agree with that. They directly compete. Aerodrome is leading liquidity, leading DEX on Base, right? Which is owned by Coinbase essentially. And Binance here is listing Aerodrome. So Binance is obviously not going to just be super inclined to list Aerodrome, in my opinion, if we're just talking about like market competition and things like that, right? Like, but it kind of just goes to show you how important Aerodrome is and how probably important Binance views Aerodrome to be. Again, shout out to Crypto Snorlax. I will put links to all these tweets in the description below. Please buy Aero before Americans wake up and before Asia trading hours. It's very likely Aero will do what Cake did last cycle. We're still very early into alt season. When ETH breaks up above 4K, Aero will go nuts. Buy the breakout and buy the 182 support. I'm gonna retweet this live on my Twitter again. Shout out to Crypto Snorlax. Great perspective on this as well. And then Coinbase Duck. Again, shout out to Coinbase Duck as well. I put a link to this tweet in the description below. Coinbase Maxi for sure, but super bullish sentiment overall towards Aerodrome, and this is key. I think this is an interesting perspective that I had not thought about myself. My theory is CB Ventures will own 20% of Aerodrome and use their VE Aero as a launching services for promising projects on Base. Remember SAS, right? SAS in crypto, scaling as a service essentially. Fee generation is better than CEX take rate currently. So this is something that Aerodrome, CB Ventures, which has been buying Aerodrome, right, over the last 6 months, could easily do with Aerodrome, and again, just create more and more bullish sentiment overall towards Aerodrome as a project moving forward as we do really get into altcoin season. But again, you guys, I've talked about it before. I think a $15 price point for Aerodrome in the peak of the bull market is very attainable here. Again, that is just my opinion, not financial advice. Please let me know in the comments below how you feel about Aerodrome currently. Hit the subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.